Let me tell you something that the fashion industry does not want to admit out loud. The trends dominating 2026 were not designed with 25-year-olds in mind. They were designed for women who have finally stopped apologizing for taking up space. Women who know exactly who they are. Women who dress for themselves and no one else. And yet, most women over 60 will scroll right past these trends because nobody is showing them how to wear them. Nobody is speaking directly to them. That ends today. Welcome to Timeless Style Woman, the channel built for the most elegant, most self-possessed, most unapologetically stylish season of a woman's life. If this is your first time here, you are exactly where you need to be. Now, before we get into the 7 trends, I want to say something that might be a little controversial. And I mean it sincerely. Most fashion content aimed at older women is still stuck in a very tired, very limiting idea of what dressing over 60 should look like. Safe colors. Safe silhouettes. Nothing too bold. Nothing too fashion-forward. And I think that is one of the most quietly insulting things our culture does to women of a certain age. Because here is the truth. The trends of 2026 are not about youth. They are not about novelty for novelty's sake. They are about elegance, confidence, and dressing in a way that feels completely and beautifully authentic to who you are right now. Not who you were at 35. Who you are today. These 7 pieces were practically designed for you. And by the end of this video, you are going to see your wardrobe in a completely different way. Let us begin. Trend number 1. The cardigan jacket. And this one is quietly changing everything. If you have ever stood in your wardrobe and thought, I want to look polished but I do not want to feel stiff, this piece was made for you. The cardigan jacket is exactly what it sounds like. It sits beautifully between a traditional blazer and a relaxed knit cardigan. It has the quiet authority of structure without the rigidity of tailoring. It moves with your body instead of fighting it. And on a woman over 60, that combination is genuinely breathtaking. Here is what makes this trend so different from anything we have seen in recent years. Fashion is finally catching up to what mature women have always known. That real elegance is never uncomfortable. Real style does not hurt. Instead of sharp, stiff shoulders, the cardigan jacket gives you softly defined shoulders and gentle lapels. Fluid knits that drape instead of cling. Look for styles in fine merino wool, cashmere blends, or structured cotton knits. The best versions hold their shape beautifully but feel almost weightless on the body. For styling, wear your cardigan jacket over a silk blouse and wide-leg trousers for an elegant daytime look that requires zero effort. Or belt it lightly at the waist over a simple dress and watch the entire outfit transform into something that feels modern, relaxed, and completely sophisticated. Now here's my question for you, and I genuinely want to know. Do you own a blazer that you love in theory but never actually reach for because it just feels too rigid? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Because if the answer is yes, the cardigan jacket might be the piece that changes your relationship with structured dressing entirely. Trend number 2. Wide-leg trousers. And before you tell me you have tried them and they did not work, stay with me. Wide-leg trousers are not going anywhere in 2026. But the way they are being worn has evolved into something far more refined and intentional. These are not the casual, slouchy wide-leg trousers of a few seasons ago. These are structured, fluid, and designed to create something quite extraordinary on the body. Here is the secret that makes wide-leg trousers so powerful for women over 60 specifically. The silhouette does the work for you. A high waist defines and lifts the torso. The generous, fluid leg creates long, uninterrupted lines that move beautifully as you walk. The overall effect feels elongating, graceful, and quietly commanding. You walk into a room and the trousers give you presence before you have said a single word. Fabric is everything here. Look for tencel, silk crepe, lightweight wool, or any fluid blend that falls cleanly without adding bulk. The hem should almost brush the floor when worn with your chosen shoes. That floor grazing length is not an accident. It is what creates the continuous, elegant line from waist to ground. For everyday wear, tuck in a fitted knit or a soft blouse to define the waist and let the trousers do everything else. For an evening or a special occasion, add a cardigan jacket, a refined pair of loafers or heels, and you have a complete look that feels completely effortless and genuinely stunning. Trend number 3. Cloud Dancer White. And this one might surprise you. I know what some of you are thinking right now. White? After a certain age? Really? And I want to challenge that thought directly. Because the idea that white is somehow impractical or unflattering for older women is exactly the kind of outdated thinking that keeps so many of us playing small with our wardrobes. In 2026, white becomes softer, warmer, and far more wearable. The standout shade is called Cloud Dancer White. It is a creamy, luminous off-white that sits somewhere between ivory and warm white. And on mature skin, whether fair, medium, or deep, it is genuinely gorgeous. Here's why it works so beautifully. Cloud Dancer White reflects light gently. It warms the complexion without creating harsh contrast. It feels calm, elevated, and luxurious without trying. It is the kind of color that makes people ask what you are doing differently without being able to put their finger on exactly what it is. You will see it in knits, trousers, coats, and blouses throughout 2026. Often worn head to toe as a column, which we will come back to in a moment, or paired with warm neutrals like camel, taupe, and soft gray. Try Cloud Dancer trousers with a matching knit top for a serene modern column look that is impossible to get wrong. Or wear a Cloud Dancer blouse under a textured cardigan jacket and watch the entire outfit lift. And tell me in the comments, are you someone who gravitates toward white and cream? Or does it feel like a color you avoid? I want to hear from you. Subscribe to Timeless Style Woman if you have not already. Every video on this channel is designed to show you exactly how beautiful, current, and powerful dressing over 60 can look. Hit the subscribe button and join this community. Trend number 4. Textured loafers. And this is where things get quietly luxurious. Shoes in 2026 are making a statement without shouting. And the loafer is at the center of it all. But not the plain, simple loafer you might already own. The textured loafer. And the difference is remarkable. Think croc effect leather, brush suede, subtle ruching along the vamp, softly embossed finishes that catch the light without demanding attention. These details add depth and richness to an outfit without any additional effort on your part. What makes textured loafers so powerful for women over 60 is that they do something very specific for the overall look. They anchor it. They ground it. They give the outfit a sense of intentionality and quiet luxury that simpler shoes simply cannot achieve. The best styles have a clean, unfussy silhouette with an almond or softly squared toe and minimal hardware. Neutral tones dominate. Chocolate brown, ivory, espresso, and deep burgundy are the colors to look for. Style them with wide-leg trousers and a soft knit for a look of modern polish that feels completely effortless. Or pair them with a leather pencil skirt and a funnel neck sweater for something that feels refined, grounded, and quietly powerful. Now here's my honest opinion. And you can agree or disagree in the comments. I think the shoes a woman chooses reveal more about her personal style than almost any other part of her outfit. The bag gets attention. The shoes tell the truth. Do you agree? Tell me below. Trend number 5. Animal print as a neutral. And this is the one that tends to divide people most sharply. Animal print in 2026 has a completely different energy from anything we have seen before. And I want to make a case for it, because I think many women over 60 have dismissed it entirely based on how it has been worn in the past. This is not the bold, high-contrast, look-at-me animal print of previous decades. In 2026, leopard and zebra prints are styled as neutrals. Subtle, softened, sophisticated, rendered in warm browns, creams, and muted blacks. They read as texture rather than trend, as depth rather than drama. And here is the thing about animal print that most people do not stop to consider. It already exists in nature. It is not artificial or constructed. When the tones are softened and the scale is refined, it sits on the body the way a beautiful neutral does. Quietly confident, effortlessly interesting. Look for smaller scale prints in matte fabrics and classic silhouettes. A leopard blouse, a printed scarf, or a simple animal print belt becomes a wardrobe staple rather than a costume. Try a subtle animal print top with Cloud Dancer trousers for contrast that feels genuinely elegant. Or use an animal print accessory to add quiet interest to an otherwise monochrome outfit. Now I want to be direct. Some of you are shaking your head right now, and that is completely valid. Tell me in the comments, are you an animal print woman, or has it never felt like you? Because I genuinely believe this trend has converted people who thought it never would. And I want to know where you stand. Trend number 6. Column monochrome dressing. And this might be the single most transformative styling idea in this entire video. Here is the concept. One color from head to toe. an unbroken, continuous line from your shoulders to the floor. I know that sounds simple, almost too simple, but the effect on the body and on the overall impression you make in a room is genuinely extraordinary. Here is why it works. When the eye is not interrupted by color blocking or contrasting tones, it travels smoothly from top to bottom without stopping. The silhouette reads as longer, leaner, and more intentional. You look taller. You look calmer. You look like someone who has thought about what she is wearing without appearing to have tried too hard. That is an incredibly rare and powerful combination. And monochrome does not mean boring. This is the misconception that stops so many women from trying it. Texture is what saves it from flatness. Mix a silk blouse with a wool trouser in the same tone. Layer a knit over a leather pencil skirt in matching espresso. Combine matte and subtle sheen within the same color family. The variations in texture keep the eye interested while the unified color does its elongating, elegant work. Cloud Dancer White is the most impactful choice for this in 2026. But deep espresso, forest green, and charcoal create equally stunning column looks. Keep your accessories within the same color family for full cohesion, and let the outfit do everything. This is, without question, the easiest way to look completely polished without spending a single extra minute thinking about it. The outfit does the work for you. You simply show up inside it. Trend number 7. The leather pencil skirt. And I need you to hear me out before you skip to the next video. I know. For some of you, leather and pencil skirt in the same sentence sounds like something that was never meant for you. And I want to look at that assumption directly, because I think it is one of the most limiting beliefs that women over 60 carry about their own style. The leather pencil skirt of 2026 is not edgy. It is not rebellious. It is not trying to be young. It is elegant, grounded, and beautifully structured. And on a mature woman who wears it with confidence, it is genuinely one of the most striking things you will see this year. Midi lengths are key. Clean lines. Minimal hardware. No unnecessary detail fighting for attention. Rich tones like burgundy, espresso, forest green, and deep chocolate feel especially luxurious and especially wearable for women over 60. What makes this skirt so effective is contrast. Leather brings quiet strength and structure. The pencil silhouette keeps the look controlled, graceful, and feminine. And when you pair it with something soft on top, a chunky knit, a funnel neck sweater, a flowing blouse, the combination of hard and soft is nothing short of elegant. Add your textured loafers or a pair of ankle boots, and let the leather quietly elevate everything around it. And here is my challenge to you. If you have never owned a leather or faux leather skirt, I want you to genuinely consider it. Not the version you imagined from 10 years ago. The refined, midi-length, rich-tone version that exists right now in 2026. Because I think it might surprise you in the best possible way. And there you have them. 7 trends for 2026 that were genuinely made for women who know who they are. The cardigan jacket for effortless, comfortable structure. Wide-leg trousers for fluid, elongating elegance. Cloud Dancer White for warmth and luminosity. Textured loafers for grounded, quiet luxury. Animal print as a sophisticated neutral. Column monochrome dressing for an effortless, transformative silhouette. And the leather pencil skirt for strength, structure, and refined femininity. But here is the thing I want to leave you with today. And this is the part of the conversation that matters most to me. None of these trends are about dressing younger. None of them are about chasing something that belongs to a different season of life. Every single one of them is about showing up fully and beautifully as the woman you are right now. Because here at Timeless Style Woman, we believe something that the fashion industry is still very slowly catching up to. The most stylish woman in the room is almost never the youngest. She is the one who has stopped trying to be anything other than herself. That woman is you. Now I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 7 trends are you most excited to try? And which one surprised you the most? Tell me below. Because this community is one of the most stylish, most thoughtful conversations happening on this platform. And your voice belongs in it. If this video gave you something useful, share it with a woman in your life who deserves to feel inspired today. And if you are not yet subscribed to Timeless Style Woman, this is your moment. Hit that button and come back every week for more honest, elegant, and genuinely empowering style conversation designed for exactly where you are right now. See you in the next one.